Hey everybody, this is Robert from Black Belt Gaming. Welcome back to Warhammer Quest, the adventure card game, A Foul Stench, quest number 1. Well, in our last video, Odious Grump here has made his appearance and has dropped down to engage the Way Watcher. This happened when the peril track hit the 3rd space. So let's pick up here. I think we're heading into the 3rd round, and or is it, let's see, 1, 2, I think we're heading into the 3rd round, so let's see how it goes. We'll put our first player marker back over here with the Warrior Priest. I've been pretty pleased so far that I've really kept the errors down. So learning this new game, according to the feedback, I've been doing pretty well. Maybe there were some tactical moves I could have made a little differently, but not too bad so far. Let's see if I can keep this up. Let's get ready for the War Priest. What action do we want him to take? Well, I believe exploring is still the name of the game. Why don't we take this chance to explore now, since the Warrior Priest doesn't have any enemies engaged with him. That should allow him to roll a couple of white dice, maybe make some progress, and not suffer any wounds right now. Alright, so the path of redemption, we explore with 2 white dice, no black dice for the moment. We'll get our little awesome dice tower out. We've got a success, and then we've got a reroll. Let's go ahead and add another one of these and roll that puppy again. Ooh, I believe it's right. We just keep going as long as we keep rolling that. Wow. We are flying through the sewers here. Hope I'm doing that right. Then we got a shield. So, successes, I believe, turn into points of exploration. And we need 7 to clear the sewer system. So we just added 4. Not bad. Alright, we've added the tokens. We'll remove the dice and these other success markers. Says we need to draw and resolve a dungeon card, so let's go ahead and do that. Elf Cap Fungus. It's an item. It says you may discard this card after your activation roll. After your activation to roll 1 hero die. On a success, perform 1 additional action, otherwise suffer 2 wounds. That's weird, kind of a risk reward thing there. It might be good, might be bad. Let's continue going. Choose 1 hero. That hero claims a success token. If I remember from before, that success token does go on a specific card. Let's see. Now I'm just looking at the Way Watcher's cards here. She's got 1 exhausted, and we have a success token. And unfortunately, it's been about a week or so since I've had a chance to play. I'm assuming that's correct. So, I guess we could add another success token to that card if we wanted to. Like I said, I'm assuming that that's supposed to be there. Let me think about this. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and give her that success token on Deadly Shot. Hopefully we are not making a mistake there. Meaning that the token that was already on that card, I do hope it was supposed to be there. Well, that's going to wrap it up for the priest. So that just means we have to exhaust his card. Let's just move the others down. And that's going to finish his activation, his first activation. Now we'll go over to the Way Watcher, and she's engaged with 2 enemies right now, so we may want to have her make an attack And I wonder if it would be good to attack this Grump fella. When we make an attack now, I think we're going to be rolling 2 of the black dice, and there's a symbol that we haven't had to use yet. Still not 100% sure of what it will do, but I think, yeah, it's got something on his card. Let me zoom in there and take a look at that for myself. Two wounds to the party, so it just give them both to one hero, or one each, I guess. Alright, so that could come up in battle with this thing. Well, let's go ahead and attack it. Shooting the giant bat, I don't know. Let's use these success tokens while we have them and attack Odious Grump. Maybe that's the smart thing to do. I don't know. We'll take our deadly shot. This card is not going to exhaust. In fact, it will refresh the other card down at the end. We can engage one enemy. We've already got 2. Let's make a ranged attack. So we're going to be rolling these 2 blacks and one white die only. And look what we got. We've got the Nemesis attack already. 1 success rolled. So that means 2 wounds distributed to the party. Maybe, I guess I'm going to let the Warrior Priest soak these up for now. So I'm going to put those over there on him. Maybe he's trying to protect the Way Watcher while she makes her shot. But that's 3 successes for her. But we also have, for the first time, an enemy that I think... Doesn't this absorb a point of damage? So 1 success is not going to break through, but 2 of them do. So that would be a total of 2 damage. And I guess we just use wound little markers on him, just like we do our characters. So I guess we'll put those 2 wound tokens there on Odious Grump. Alright, so we wounded the guy with our bow. And we didn't defeat an enemy. We get to ready all of our actions. So we'll just refresh that one up there at the end. And we go to our second activation now for the Warrior Priest. Alright, why don't we try and make a righteous fury attack against Odious Grump. I think we can call him over and challenge him, can't we? It says you may engage an enemy, and according to what I'm learning, I should be able to pull that enemy either from the shadows or from my companion's engagement area. So I think I can pull him over here. So we'll engage Odious Grump, and we will attack with 2 white dice, and it says we can exhaust another action. I don't know if I want to do that right now. I think I want to concentrate as many successes on damaging Odious Grump as I can. So, alright, let's go ahead and make this attack. That's going to be 1 black die and 2 white for this attack. And we've got 3 successes, but we've got this again. And I guess that would take the Warrior Priest up to 4 damage. Why don't we go ahead and let him suffer those 2 points from the Nemesis or Nemesis Lair or whatever it was called. So 3 damage. 1 is soaked. That's another 2 on that thing. That's going to take him to 4. So 4 damage there on Odious Grump. That's going to leave him with 2 left. Let's continue running down our card here. That's it. Alright, so this card exhausts. And we'll just slide the others down. It says now at the end of your activation, do I want to try this? You may discard this card after your activation to roll one hero die. I'm just curious about this. We've also got these explosive charges as well. You may discard this card after a hero's activation to choose an engagement zone. Why don't we... I wonder if there are any limits to the number of items that you can use. Does anybody know? Let me see if I can find anything in the rulebook. Well, I didn't see anything at first glance. So why don't we go ahead and let's throw these explosive charges into the shadows. So what we're going to do, you may discard this card after the hero's activation. We'll choose the engagement zone. Isn't the shadows an engagement zone? Let me make sure I'm not making an error there. Well, I thought I was going to be smart and damage all those critters in the zone shadows, but it doesn't look like that is technically an engagement zone. So probably better to save this in case one of us is kind of getting swarmed by maybe a few enemies here. I think we can have a total of about 3. I think I will try this though. This elf cap fungus. I'm going to put this here and roll one hero die. And I got a success on there. So if I get a success, it says perform one additional action. And it looks like I don't have to suffer any wounds for that. So I think this helped us. I might be able to use this battle prayer. And the reason I'm thinking about doing that is because it said that at the end of the location phase, each hero who has 2 or more exhausted actions suffers a wound. And I'm trying to avoid that. So let's try the battle prayer here. If we can do this, we'll refresh the rest of our cards. It says you may exhaust one non-nemesis enemy engaged with you. Well, he is a nemesis, so that's not going to work. Rest. We roll one white die, but we have an enemy in front of us, so I think we roll a black die as well. Isn't that correct? I think that is correct. Wow, I keep rolling the heck out of that tonight. 2 wounds to the party. How about 1 each? We'll do that. I don't think that blocks that damage, does it? But the 1 success does allow us to heal 1 point, so I guess we just take that right back off. Choose 1 hero, that hero becomes empowered. Let's see. The empowered, maybe we'll give this to the Way Watcher. And then we get to ready all of our actions. And that's going to wrap it up here for our Warrior Priest. Alright, so the Way Watcher is ready for her last activation. We've got 3 points of damage. We've just piled that on the armor right now. Empowered. It says do not exhaust the next action card. During that action, apply +1 success, +1 defense, and then we throw this one away. Well, maybe an attack might be good. I wonder if I believe she can shoot from where she is to hit Odious Grump, can she? So if we let her attack a second time, we are going to take this +1 success token. It's going to give us 1 defense because she is empowered. And you may engage an enemy. I don't think we want to pull anybody else down right now. Ranged attack, doesn't that let her attack somebody that's in another engagement zone? I think it does. Yeah, I just double checked. That will allow her to shoot an arrow over there at Mr. Grump. So why don't we do that? We still, I think, are going to need to roll this 1 black die for the giant bat. So we're going to get +1 success here. We've got nothing on the black die. 1 success, that's 2 damage. But Odious here, he's going to soak up 1 point of that, isn't he? So he's only going to take 1 more point of damage. That's not enough to get rid of him. That's 5 damage on him. Pretty good, but not quite good enough. Let's see. What else were we doing? Alright, thought I'd forgotten something there, but I think we're okay. That's going to finish it for her. Everything's refreshed. We need to discard empowered. That is done. So now I think we move into the trouble phases, the enemy phase. Let's get to it. Alright, we're supposed to start with the party leader. That's our priest. And we need to activate who is in front of him. And it says the first thing he's going to do is inflict damage. So I think he's going to put 2 wounds on the warrior priest. And then it also says pray. This enemy engages the hero with the most health. Well, let's see what that is now. He's taken 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 points of damage. So his current health is 19. That's actually going to be the Way Watcher. Due to the armor that she's wearing, her health is actually higher right now. So he's going to skip back over here and engage the Way Watcher, which is bad news because now I think he's going to get to attack her again. Meaning that he already attacked the priest, and now I think it's her turn to activate a creature in front of her. And don't we start with the nemesis? No. We would have to tap him, not tap him, but exhaust him. All right. Because I was thinking, man, that would go on forever. He would just pray back and forth and back and forth. All right, so he's engaged with her now, but he's gonna take a breather. So now we're over to the Way Watcher. She needs to engage this giant bat. The first thing this bat's going to do is retreat. And then it is going to inflict damage. And it says that while in the shadows, this enemy cannot suffer any wounds. And when the party travels, this enemy is not discarded. So these guys are just annoying. Anyway, he's going to inflict. So I think we're going to be inflicting that damage to the Way Watcher. So another point on her armor, and that's actually going to fill her armor with its maximum soak capacity. So now any additional wounds are going to go straight on to her. So that exhausts him. And he's in the shadows now. So we need to go back over here, and we need to, I think, engage somebody up here, and they're going to flip over, and we have a Knight Goblin Archer. The first thing they're going to do is retreat, inflict damage. They're going to inflict 1 damage on our priest, and then they're going to inflict again another point of damage on our warrior priest. And then they're going to exhaust. Then we go to the Way Watcher, and we need to do this one. Same thing. It's going to exhaust, but it's going to shoot us for, I think, 2 wounds. It inflicts 2 times. One more. Back over to the warrior priest. Uh-oh, giant bat. This thing's also going to retreat. And let's take a closer look at this. It's going to inflict its damage. So what is different? While in the shadows, it can't suffer. When the party travels, it's not discarded. I guess the only thing different is it has one more point of life than the other regular giant bats. So, alright, so we're going to exhaust this thing and put another wound on our warrior priest. So, wow, we kind of stacked up with the wounds here. But that should exhaust all of the creatures. Let me do a quick count, maybe slim down some of the wound tokens, and we'll see what we've got. Alright, so a little easier to count. We've got 9 damage on our warrior priest and 4, 5, 6 damage on the Way Watcher. The creatures have finished their activations, so let's refresh everybody. We've got everybody up here in the shadows now, except for Mr. Grump here. He's still engaged with the Way Watcher. Very good. Alright, that takes us to what next? It says location phase. We've got 4 on there. We need 7 to get through. At the end of the location phase, each hero who has 2 or more exhausted actions, that's neither one of them. We were careful about that. So no wounds suffered. So I guess we're ready to go to the peril phase, and that's, I think, going to be pretty easy this turn. We just move it up 1 more and nothing happens. I'm tempted to look on the card and see what happens when it hits the blue, but I'm not going to ruin any surprises for myself, so I'll just wait. And I guess that'll be it. Maybe there was something tactically I could have done better there, but that's how I've played this 3rd round. We'll switch this over to the Way Watcher, and maybe I guess I'll go ahead and do that and mark that she's ready to begin. Let me know if I missed anything or made any mistakes, as usual. I really appreciate you guys watching the game as closely as you are, and I think we've already had some interesting discussions about some of the small points, and it's been very helpful. So take care, everybody, and we'll play some more Warhammer Quest, the adventure card game, soon, I hope. Talk to you later.